Yeah, this is the last of the ceiling insulation. I've been putting the adhesive up, and I use the support boards to hold it up for a day or two. I'm gonna pull all this down this morning, start cleaning up, and go to the next phase. So I gotta tidy up all these wires and get them tucked up higher. Gonna take all the excess wiring and pull it back in the overhead compartment down there, because they just loop it back and forth here and have the big wads of wire hanging out. I'll pull most of that back, and then here in the back, gonna get everything cleaned up and maybe start framing in my back wall and the bed. So that's kind of the next idea of what's going on. But this morning I'm gonna try to pull down all my support boards. That way you can walk through them, kind of like a maze to walk through them. Just in the process of screwing down our floor. Kind of monotonous, but it's got to be done. We're using a countersink bit. So what you try to do is goes down to here. Otherwise your screw tops will stay up. So this right here, once that goes down, that's what that screw head goes down in. So they're kind of just countersink underneath a little. And that way you don't catch on things when you put your flooring down, instead of having just that little bitty top of that sticking up and your floor be goofy. This way it's down underneath. If they're too deep, because we're gonna putty these holes here, so some of them might be too deep or some of them hit something or stripped out, we'll putty those holes back. And then just like my orange line, I stayed back on each side of it 4 or 5 inches, because that's where the plumbing goes underneath. So that gives you that warning, don't screw here. And the same thing when you're putting this flooring down, work from one side to the other. So I'm working from the middle going out. I've seen people do the middle, then jump over to the edge, and then the middle of it got like an 1/8 inch bubble underneath it. So as you work from one edge out to the other, that kind of smooths it, takes out any bubbles. Because if you fasten this edge tight and this edge tight, and this has got a little ripple in it, this is tight, that ripple don't go nowhere, it stays there. So you work from this edge out, and your bubble goes out, just like if you're tinting windows or doing vinyl flooring or anything. You work from the center, pushing your bubbles out. Same with this, you're just, not that you got a bubble underneath it, but you don't want a bow in it, because you put your floor on it and you got a bow in it, maybe you'll catch your little feeties on it, stub your toe, I don't know. But just try to work things from inner out or outer in, whichever way you decide to do it, so you don't have no bumps. Time's getting short, got other things to do.
Something we forgot to mention was we use 2-inch screws because we have a 1/2 inch subfloor, 1 inch insulation, and 3/4 inch deck, and we didn't want to penetrate through the deck. We appreciate you watching. Please like,
Subscribe,
and comment
on anything you want, whether it's new information, old information, how we're doing it or how we're not doing it. Let us know. The time's getting short. We'll let it go for now. We'll catch you on the next one.